The BE series of Craftsman indicates it was made by the New Britain Machine Company, probably between 1935 and 1938 in their New Britain facility. After that, they went to the Circle H, where they moved production to Kenosha, Wisconsin. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Here lately, I've been working on a lot of off YouTube projects, some woodworking projects, some DIY home stuff. But when I was cleaning up the shop, I ran across these 4 tools. These are all Craftsman BE I got from my collection. This one I do know that I got from Kurt up at NK Garage. It doesn't work, and this face is riveted on, so this one's going to stay as is. These 3, I may have gotten 1 or 2 of these from Kurt too. I just can't remember. This I've had for a while. This one we're going to get cleaned up. I'll clean these up quickly too for the video. But we're going to take this one apart. Never done one of these before, so we'll see how it goes. Well, obviously, I don't think this screw is original because it's Phillips head. I'm missing 1 screw here. This looks original, but it doesn't look like it fits in there very good. It's not even coming through this side. We'll try and figure that out. This does work. The selector switch works. But it does sound dry. This is cool how the selector switch works. There's a little ball detent right there. When you slide that over, it goes from that hole to that hole. So that's really cool. That's riveted on, so I doubt I'll be able to get that off. I've never been inside one of these, so let's just see what's waiting for us. It's sticky, but I want to be careful. I don't know if there's any springs in here or what. Oh, cool. All right, that just slides out. And the pawls. So there's a spring that goes down in these holes of the pawls, and it bends around. Oops. All right, so this faceplate just came off. Looks like I can just slide these pawls out this way because right now they're kind of captured by the selector switch. Doesn't look like that's going to be too much trouble to get back in. Famous last words. Well, there it is. Pretty simple breakdown. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get a bag, and I'm going to get that in these 2 pieces and run them through the ultrasonic cleaner for a while. I like to put the things in my ultrasonic cleaner in these heavy-duty bags. That way I can fill this up with water, use a lot less chemical, and don't have to change out that water in the ultrasonic cleaner all the time. I'll put these pieces in this little bag so that I don't damage, especially that spring. These little baskets came with a cleaner. Pretty cool. And then I'll just put this in here. I'm not even going to measure. I'm only at 22 degrees, so it's going to take a couple rounds to get it up to that 64, 65, 66 range. And I'm going to do this on the semi-wave, which should get a little deeper clean. All right, we got up to 65 degrees Celsius, so this thing's going to be pretty hot. Wow, look at that. Remember how dirty that was before? That came extremely clean. Well, the ultrasonic cleaner did a really good job. This piece came so clean. I mean, look at that. This didn't have a whole lot of use. You can see the knurling in here is really good. ball detent moves. This just needs some polishing up and a little bit of oil, and this piece will be good to go. This is going to get a light cleaning as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to do these on the fiber wheel or how I'm going to do these yet. I may. I'll probably run this and this across the fiber wheel and maybe the buffing wheel. Well, unfortunately, there's a lot more pitting and damage to this than what I originally saw. Obviously, because it was covered up with stuff. But I'm not going to try and get these out. I said from the beginning this wasn't going to be like a super slick, shiny. I just want to get it clean. Matter of fact, the fiber wheel put a little more shine on it than I really wanted. But I'm going to work on the inside now with this, and then I'll get some actual wire wheels out here in a minute. Oh no. Okay. The ball just popped out, which means I can get to the spring. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. But at least now we can clean it. All right, I'm going to get the other side done. Get this rinsed off in water, clean all this up, and then I'll be back. Put some 3-in-1 on here, which will help darken it up. And I'll let this sit for a while. I do want to go ahead and get this ball back in there, but man, I'm just going to put a couple drops of oil down in the hole. All right, springs in. There we go. Done. Went to Ace Hardware. Turns out this was this screw that came in. It was a number 6, and it was weird the way it threaded in. It didn't thread in good. So it turns out what I need here is a number 540, 5-40. You know. Number 5, 40 threads per inch, so a very fine machine screw. But they didn't have this screw. I mean, they had one like this, but they didn't have anything slotted. Surprise, because it's a pretty good Ace Hardware. So I'm just going to be putting this back in. There, that should work. Just going to put these screws in temporarily just to kind of hold everything together for a second, so I can get some lubrication in here. Can't go wrong with the old super lube. If I would have put this lube on there before I tried to put it back together, I probably never would have got it back together. All right, here they all three are together. I got the Craftsman BE series. I'm going to try and get this focused so you can really see that. Get the 1/2-inch breaker bar, the 1/2-inch sliding T-handle, BE series, and then of course the Ratchet. First BE I've done, so it was a little interesting taking that apart. I had no idea what I was going to find inside. It is missing the little thumb piece that goes there. This one was actually in way worse shape than I expected. It's had a life. This thing got some use. The knurling is all mangled up, being used as a hammer thrown around a toolbox. But that's cool. It kind of tells a story. I didn't want to do an over restoration on any of these, but I think they came out pretty cool. Hey, thanks for hanging out a little bit today. Just a fun little project, cleaning those 3 Craftsman BE series items up. Going to go well in my collection. I've been doing a lot of Craftsman items lately. I've got more to come, but also have got some interesting items coming up on the channel in the near future. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next one.